Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And hey, it's Sunday, so I'm taking advantage of it to do a little power cycling of these systems. And I figure, well, I've been power cycling some of my desktops, so let's get back to these laptops. And didn't we just cover a ThinkPad? Well, we did, but I have another one. This is a R500 laptop. ThinkPad. Unfortunately, the ThinkPad logo is kind of damaged, but that's the way it came. So you take what you get, right? So, kind of dirty. I didn't notice that this is dirty. Weird. Anyway, I'll clean it up. It's a Core 2 Duo. Yeah. So why don't we start off with the regular, going through the outside of it. So this is the top of it, and it has the dark Lenovo logo. This one is not an IBM. So the last one had the IBM logo. This one has a nice firm, what do you call it, hinges. So it's great that way. Shares some of the older sort of button arrangements. Definitely your old classic many layered keys. It has the nub. It works, so that's cool. It has the switches for your nub. So the idea, of course, being that you're using it, you can be using this and using that. So that's how you use the nub, right? Tapping and so forth. But what I like about it is it also has this option, which is quite good for those who don't want to be trapped by the nub all the time. Sometimes when you're typing, the nub's great, but when you're doing a lot of work with a mouse, these little trackpads are better, in my opinion. Of course, I got the little, what we're going to call the ThinkPad cheapy mouse. And take a look at it, that bevel, eh? Crazy. Of course, it has that little light in it on it. Let's see if I can activate that. Okay, give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna see what I can do to activate it. There we go. See, there it is. There's the light, and it shines down on the keyboard quite nicely. So let's turn that off again. All right, here's the side. You can see the venting, VGA, DisplayPort, and other things. All right, here we go. So let's take a look at the front of this thing. This is where you actually get some stuff. So this is your Wi-Fi switch to turn on your Wi-Fi. A couple of audio, card reader, and swinging around this side, we've got optical drive, Kensington lock. So yeah, not bad. This is the overall look of the keyboard itself. Yeah, quite like it. Okay, guys, so that's sort of the general physicality of the system. Now let's dive into the specs. So we got ourselves a Core 2 Duo T6570, and it is the Penryn style or code name classification of the processor. Get into the main board here. Oh, and of course it does do 2 threads. That's it. Board is that. If that means anything to you. And the BIOS are from 2009, so this is a 2009 system, I'm pretty sure. We don't have any information about the two chips that are in it, because for some reason it's not letting me see anything. But that's the way it is. But I know it has 3 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, and it has these Intel Series 4 Express chip family. So that kind of covers off that. Let's go here. let's go on the point of these graphics. Let's take a look at that. So it has dedicated 32, system 96, and shared with the DDR3 1132 for a total of 1260 megabytes. So we'll see how this fares. 4500. All right, so that's the resolution, 1280 by 800. So again, it's that sort of more larger screen dimension. What else can I tell you about here? Let's get into the Vista info. So there you go. There's the rundown. Very much what we talked about. It's running a 32-bit operating system. I think the CPU could actually handle 64, but I think this is just fine for this type of system. We can look at the experience index, and of course we're looking at 3.4 being the lowest score, so you're going to have graphics challenges, of course, as we always know. All right, so that's that. Let's take a look at the drivers. We're good for the drivers. Display driver, let's check that. Yep, so we're good there. Everything's clear, so we should be ready to go. Let's take a quick look at the hard drive. 160 gigabyte hard drive, very good. And under a year. Running good, everything's looking sharp. So nice, it's a sweet find. So in summary, here we go. And these are your basic info about the system. We've kind of gone over that. I'm seeing good temperatures running here. So that means likely the vents are clear. So let's just finish this up with the benchmark. Sorry for the interruptions this time around. I'm probably gonna have to jump cut a lot of this stuff because it seems like every time I try and do something, somebody comes downstairs and wants some action. Something has to be done. Something has to be carried downstairs. Something has to be sorted out. So that's just the way it goes sometimes, guys. But I try and make my videos quickly and so that you guys can see what's going on with these things. And let's see what kind of graphical. 50, that's just barely passable. That's good. Don't know if there's a scratch on my screen there, but anyway, I didn't get a shader penalty either, so that's actually pretty good. Better than what I might think. Okay, so 230, not great, but when you look at it, the graphics 13 at 48 frames per second isn't impossible to use. Hardware's a little slow. CPU's not great either. And yeah, RAM. So yeah, overall, pretty mediocre score of 230. I thought it would be at least hitting 300. So yeah, maybe not as awesome as I was hoping, but at least they have some graphics capability mixed in with everything. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let's close this out. Close this out. Good. And let's just get a shot for the thumbnail. And that's going to be all. So hey, thanks for checking in and seeing yet another video as I power cycle through all my systems. I got over 100 systems, so this is going to take a while. But we'll just go through them, short kind of demos of each, and get those benchmarks to kind of compare different systems. Eventually we'll have a full database of all the systems with all the latest benchmarks, and we can kind of look, maybe at the end of the whole thing, we'll look at how each of these did from a benchmark standpoint. And yeah, let's do it. So here we go. That's going to be it. Talk to you in the next video. Bye.